these and back up recording. All right, so everything's ready, guys.
Legend.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Okay. Ollie, how's it going, bro?
What's going on, Dennis?
Been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while since we were in the other room
Yeah.
giving a testimonial. I thought it'd be good, man, to bring you on here and just, obviously you're an ex-member. He was in the club for about just over a year, I think.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, bring you back in here, bro. Obviously, you know, I speak to you away from the masculine essence anyway, personally, but obviously I know you got into a relationship, and then we'll talk about your current situation right now as well. But yeah, bro, so you were in a club for about over a year, I think. I think it started in like 2024. Or no, 20.
It was late 23.
Late 23.
Late 23,
Okay,
yeah.
late 23.
Yeah.
Talk to us about where you're at now then, bro. So you've obviously left the club. The last thing I think a lot of people know is that you were in a relationship. Talk to us about that. How did that happen?
Okay. You know what? I'll go from like start to end.
Yeah,
I guess. So I met her on Hinge. How I matched her was just me being bold. So I'm the kind of guy who just be like, listen, you're my type. Let's just go on a date straight. Or you could be like, you know, I like you. We need to meet up. You know, something like that. A lot of guys, they kind of overcomplicate it. Or like when I tell guys, yeah, just be straight up, you know, straightforward. They'd be like, nah, but she's just gonna ignore that. No, that's just because she just don't like you, or she just don't like how you presented. Yeah, you presented yourself. Yeah, I've had guys say wild stuff and still get the match. Sometimes it don't really matter. So yeah, cool. Me and this girl, we matched. You know, we're talking for a bit. I think we exchanged like maybe 5 messages or something like that. And then eventually I was just like, listen, you know, we need to meet up. Like, how do you feel about ping pong? I really appreciate you for putting me onto bounce. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out bounce.
But I took her to the one in Farringdon.
Okay, yeah.
So because that one was closer for me and her, basically. So cool. Literally, as soon as she comes out the station, you know, she looks me up and down like, damn, you're taller than I thought. But I put down 6'2" on my profile. I'm like, you know, and then, you know, we give each other a hug. She's like super touchy feeling. So off rip, I can tell within like the first 5 seconds, damn, she's on me, like
Got you.
proper on me. Cool. It's looking like a good date. So we're walking to the place. She's already holding my hand. And I'm thinking, damn, like
Quick.
proper initiating it and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. We get to the thing. You know, we're talking, getting to know each other. We play the actual ping pong for about maybe 5 minutes. The rest of the day, we were just chatting, like just getting to know each other. And have you ever had a situation where after a first date, you're already planning the future with this one?
Wedding bells and all that
All
stuff.
that stuff. That's what I was doing.
I hear
But
you.
I admit I was being a bit delusional, but
Yeah.
but I legit thought, like, she was the first girl in a long time that I thought, damn, like, you know, this date happened, but I have nothing bad to say about her at that point in time.
Was that because of the vibe, the connection?
The vibe, the connection, you know, stuff we agreed on, disagreed on. Even turned out we worked in the same building, just on different floors.
No way.
Yeah. So at that point, we were like, damn, this is meant to be. Like, it's fate, blah, 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 you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, that was cool. And then throughout the relationship, you know, things were going good. Things were going great. Past tense were going great. You know, eventually, unfortunately, you know, we broke up. Right? We broke up because, okay, to give you context, me and her used to talk every day. Like, I'm talking FaceTime calls. Like, that's just how we were, innit? And one weekend came where me and her were both busy. And yeah, basically, I sent her a message saying, hey, listen, I know we're both going to be busy, but, you know, just checking up on you. Cool. She sent me a message saying, yeah, I'm fine. How about you? Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't respond to that Saturday. And And then the Sunday after, I didn't respond either, mainly because I left my phone at home because I was like visiting a lot of people at the time.
Right.
And yeah, there was just a lot going on, and I just forgot my phone basically. So because of that, and I stayed over one of my friend's house at the time too.
Yeah.
Cool. Because of that, she felt neglected, abandoned, you know, just invisible, quote unquote, according to her.
When did you get back to her? Like the Monday?
It was the Monday she called me during lunch.
Okay. She called you. You didn't call her.
She called me.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was just stroppy, like just had an attitude.
Yeah.
And she was like, is there anything you want to say? Is there anything you want to say? And I was like, all right, cool. I get what you want to talk about, but let's actually talk about it and not, you know, because keep in mind, this was our first fight
Like
/ fallout.
Right. And
Like-
what month is this in?
Month 4.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this though.
Okay.
Would you have left your phone at home around month 2? Or would you have made because you're like, this is a new girl I'm chatting to, we've gone on maybe like 6-7 dates now. Would you have took your phone with you, or would you have messaged, or?
To be honest, I don't think it matters, just simply because like me leaving my phone, usually I would never leave my phone. It was just a freak accident.
Right, okay.
It just happened.
That's fair.
That day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool. She's super stroppy. She's super annoyed. Blah blah blah. She's constantly telling me, listen, I can't date a guy who makes me feel like this, who makes me feel like I don't exist, ghosted, abandoned. She was throwing out all kinds of words, like words that I never even heard of. Like I was like, what the hell? Cool. I was like, all right, cool, fair enough. Right now, at this point, I'm trying to take accountability.
Sure.
Right, and I'm like telling her, listen, all right, cool. I'm gonna get back to the guy that you've known for the past 4 months. You know, this weekend that was an accident. But she was like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. The fact is, you make me feel this way, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, well, so what do you want me to do then? She didn't say anything, crickets. So eventually I was like, all right, cool. Right now you're emotional. I'll call you back tonight and then we'll talk about it then. Cool. I call her back around like maybe 7 after work. She's still saying the same stuff. Now at this point I'm thinking, bloody hell, has she checked out? Has she already checked out? Simply off a weekend. Like she's writing me off. Like she's comparing the weekend me to the guy I was for 4 months.
The last 4 months.
Right.
Just quickly, how are you feeling at this point that she's doing crickets and you calling her and she's still being a little bit cold? How are you feeling?
At this point, I'm just like, bro, is this the real her? Like, I'm just feeling like disappointed. Like, what's going on? Like,
Are you confused at all or not really?
I was, yeah.
You're confused at like why she was acting like that?
Yeah. Like, I did what I did, but she was always going on about how, okay, communication, we need to talk things out.
Yeah.
Because at some point we're going to have a fight or, you
Right.
know, like the honeymoon period's going to end. And cool. It's looking like, okay, this honeymoon period has ended, quote unquote. And you're acting like I cheated. That's what it was. She was acting like I cheated.
You know when you got your phone back,
Yeah.
like soon as you were at a family function or you out with family?
It was family functions, like cousin's house to like grab a couple things to take to said family function.
There's a lot of moving parts. That's why the phone's
Yeah.
obviously left.
Yeah.
As soon as you got your phone back, did you? Because that's what I would have done.
Right, I get that. So by the time I got home
Right.
that Sunday, it was like damn near midnight.
Okay.
And I was tired and I knew she wouldn't be awake. So I was like, all right, cool, let me just call her tomorrow morning. Now, I didn't call her, I should have.
Right.
But it was like Monday morning now, I was just waking up like, all right, cool, it's 9 o'clock. Let me just get ready for work, basically.
And so as well, at this point, you're not in a relationship? Or you are?
No, we were official at this point for like a week.
So you're boyfriend and girlfriend for a week?
For a week.
So then, in her mind, she's probably thinking, this is my new boyfriend, And then for 2 days, she didn't know where you were. She didn't know where you were, right? Until after. Did you tell her before?
No, I told her before.
Ah.
Like, we both knew we were both going to be busy.
Right, okay.
Like, she was off visiting, I think she had a friend who was pregnant. So she went to support her or something.
Yeah.
And then she went to like a paddle event
Got you.
the next day, on the Sunday. So yeah, we were both busy.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
Okay then, bro. So then what happens?
Cool. So cool. I call her Monday evening. Again, she's saying the same things. And at this point, I'm just like, bro, like, clearly you're not in the right headspace right now. I'm trying to fix things. You're clearly not. So let me call you tomorrow and we can finally hash things out. She's like, all right, cool, whatever. Cool. I call her tomorrow lunchtime. She doesn't pick up. And usually when one of us never picked up, we would like text each other like, listen, I'm busy right now.
Call you back soon.
I'll call you back in 5 minutes, or call me back in an hour when I'm less busy, or whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't do none of that for the first time. Cool. She then calls me around like 8 p.m. out of the blue. And she's like to me, hey, you right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You sure you're right? I'm great. But clearly you're not. Like, talk about how you're feeling. Like, what's going on? And then again, she starts saying the same things. Like, yeah, I don't think I could be with a guy who makes me feel like this. Eventually, I snap and I'm like, listen, like, relationships go through ups and downs, right? Like, this is our first down, and you're acting like I killed someone,
Or I cheated, or something bad.
yeah, something crazy happened. Crickets, silence. And then she's just saying the same things, and then I realized right then and there, damn, does she want me to dump her? Because, I don't, because the thing with her is I noticed she was very afraid of like confrontation and like hurting people's feelings and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think she felt like she would hurt my feelings if she would dump me. But I was like, no, screw that. So eventually I was like, listen, like, I'm trying to fix things and you're not. Like, do you actually want to fix it, or do you want to break up? Like, you need to tell me if you want to break up. And then eventually she's like, yeah, I want to break up. What? I can't hear you. I want to break up. I can't hear you. You're mumbling. I want to break up. I want to break up, Ollie. I want to break up. I want to break up. She's saying that like 20 times.
Damn.
Like, she just snapped. And then I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah.
Cool. Have a nice life. I end the call. I block her number. I block her Instagram. I block her TikTok. I block everything. Right? The reason why I did that was because every ex I've had that I've broken up with, they always reach out afterwards. And there's always drama attached to that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that this time. I'm good in it. So, yeah, that was that. That was the last time I heard from her, really.
So then, after that, what happens? Is there anything that's like, I don't know, is there anything that stands out from that? Is there any other events or any other reach out or any other...
Okay. You know what it is? Fine, I'll just say, so she actually reached out to me through her sister's phone.
Okay.
And I was just like, damn, like, here we go again. You know that GTA meme?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just disappointing, really. Like, cool. So the call goes something like this. So she was like, basically like, damn, so you're just gonna block me? You're just gonna block me from everything? I was like, well, yeah, you dumped me, innit? So I need to move on, basically. And for me to start doing that, I need to cut you off.
Sure.
Yeah, but don't you think we can work things? No. We're not working nothing out. Because my thing is like, if someone breaks up with you, right? At that point, they believe that they could do better than you. like, or they can find someone better than you. Sorry, that's what I mean. So I'm like, all right, cool, go find someone better then. Like, that's just how I felt, really. And yeah, eventually she was like, nah, but don't you want to at least be friends? I was like,
Friends.
nah.
Come on. Click.
Ended it. Blocked that number too. I ain't heard from her since. Thank God.
So let me ask you this then. We'll talk about like the learnings that you've had afterwards. But
Yeah.
what would you say to Ollie then that Ollie now knows?
Thinking back, right? I mean, yeah, take your phone, cool. But in all seriousness, when that situation happened, the whole breakup situation happened, and she was going on about, like flipping. I don't like the fact that you made me feel this way. Blah 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 blah. The thing is, like, she was saying it in a disrespectful way. Like, she was being disrespectful about it, and that was the first time she was being disrespectful. So, I should have nipped that in the bud right then and there, but because I was in the wrong, I was just like, you know what? I'll just let her get emotional. I'll just let her, release her emotions and stuff. But really and truly, I should have just,
Snipped in the bud.
yeah, I should have checked that disrespect, basically.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, man. I think it's clear what her attachment style was. It's clear that she definitely had anxious tendencies, because for somebody to not, especially when you've already communicated, hey, listen, I'm going to be busy over the next couple of days, and she's also busy.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's sitting at home in her room with no plans. It's raining outside and it's just, she's got nothing going on. She's also got stuff going on. There's also, with the anxious attachment comes insecurity, and your brain wonders, like, what's going on? Is he, I've had this before with women as well, is he seeing someone else right now? He's saying he's got these plans. How do I know? He hasn't sent me a picture. He hasn't shown me. I mean, I've never done the share location thing with a girlfriend ever, but I know people that do that because it just gives a little bit of peace of mind. But yeah, it's definitely an anxious attachment, bro, that she had, which is fair enough. It just takes time to work through, and you have to kind of acknowledge that and understand that she's not doing it on purpose. That's what I've learned, is that they're not doing it on purpose. It's just something's been triggered in them where they feel like, oh, are you abandoning me? Are you literally like not even going to reply? Are you going to run away and never come back? Are you going to ghost me? As well, I don't know how much you know about her own relationship history, but she might have been ghosted before. She might have been abandoned before by previous boyfriends, previous men, by her dad. It goes deep. What's her relationship like with her dad? These kind of things. So it can be tricky. That's why relationships are so tough, bro. Because you don't know what they've experienced. You don't know what they've lived through, right? So, yeah,